This is our house. And this is how we help protect it.
We've come a long, long way together, through the hard times and the good. I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should.
Welcome back. Well, the CFL has shelved the notion of a potential partnership with the XFL after the two leagues had introduced the idea of joining forces back in March. The league said this in a statement: our talks with the XFL exploring the potential for collaboration and innovation have been positive and constructive. While we remain open to finding new ways to work together in the future, we and our XFL counterparts have jointly decided not to pursue any formal arrangements at this time. Dave Naylor and Farhan Lalji have more on tsn.ca.
An air of anticipation and celebration here at Emily Arena. Here we go, game number 5.
Puck comes out to Ryan McDonough. Has some room. Sends to the right circle, and then in front they score! Ross Colton gives the Lightning a 1-0 lead in game 5. And now the outlet pass for Anderson, moving it on Vasilevsky, who makes the stop. The Lightning won it last year at an empty arena in Edmonton, Alberta.
To Foley, shooting right off.
The Lightning have done it! They have done it! They have gone back-to-back for the second year in a row! Wow. They have won the Stanley Cup!
A wild win for the Tampa Bay Lightning and an upsetting loss for the Montreal Canadiens. Now, I've been on both sides of the stick there, and quite honestly, when you win, you don't look at the game tape. You remember it as is because it's always glorious and great in your mind. But when you lose, you find yourself going over every single shift and every single play and nitpicking it, Lindsay.
Absolutely. And the Habs had moments in this series, but overall, they were simply outplayed by the Bolts. Their offense was balanced. Their defense was smothering. Between the pipes, Andrei Vasilevsky was brilliant, and they outplayed them. With more, let's go back to James Duffy.
Thank you. Maybe the Tampa Bay Lightning were going to win the Stanley Cup no matter what. They are that good. But if we had to do one more TSN Turning Point copyright of this season, of this series, Dave Poulin, Darren Dreger, Jamie McLennan, would it be the final second of period 2 of game 2? Is that when the Lightning really won the Cup?
Yes, and I think the Montreal Canadiens en masse would agree with that assessment. They played so well in game 2, should have, could have, even the series, and who knows after that. But we're talking about 0.3 of a second remaining in the second period. Nice play by Barclay Goodrow. He slides it over to Blake Coleman, and the diving effort is finished. That gave the Tampa Bay Lightning a 2-1 lead in a 3-1 win. But the Lightning know that they got away with one in game 2.
And just a crushing goal to try and absorb. And maybe the third line scoring it was fitting because Montreal didn't have an answer for that line. Yanni Gourde, the free agent in the middle, between two acquisitions at the trade deadline last year. And it was Blake Coleman and Barclay Goodrow. 2 first-rounders for Coleman, 1 for Goodrow, a high price to pay, but they got 2 years out of them, and they answered in a big way this year.
The last team to win 3 Stanley Cups in a row, the New York Islanders, and their 4 in the early 80s. Remember, the Oilers dynasty was split up. Is it possible to win 3 in a row, Noodles? And could this Lightning team do it in the Cap era?
100%. Just talk about the way that they're built. These aren't 35-plus players. If you look at Vasilevsky, he's 26 years old. He's got lots of runway left. Victor